Welcome to another episode, Beyond the Gym Floor. Interesting one today. So talking about outgrowing your capacity and how to deal with that, whether you scale or you pull back and change direction, sidestep. What do you do when you have too many clients, essentially? And then we went into, I've just decided on a 12-month content plan, making 1 year's worth of content in a weekend. I'll tell you how I did it, why I did it, and then what our strategies are and how you can apply it, whether you're like first year PT or further down, and how you might be able to take some lessons from that and apply it to your business. Standout PT is kicking right now. There's a bunch of new people in there, so it's really, really exciting for us as always. So go check out the website. Enrollments are open. Just stcv.com, and you'll find that. The guides that we talk about in this episode will also be there. So squat, bench, deadlift guides if you want to steal them, of how I go about programming them. And then lastly, you've probably seen the ads if you listen to the pod. We have our custom sales presentation as well. So we make a sales presentation for you, your logos, your text, your pricing, your value adds, ready for you to then be able to present to your clients without all the awkwardness. If you don't have a tangible, visible sales presentation right now, you're leaving sales on the board and probably creating extra anxiety and stress for yourself that you don't need. So that is on the website as well. It's honestly, it's $99. It's wild. You close one extra sale and you've got a 12-week minimum term, probably 12x return on that product. And you get me for an hour for a full sales training, which is valued at $350. So go to the website, look at all the things. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoy the episode. We'll see you soon. Just witnessed a murder.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to see it, but
overheard it in the next room.
Now that I am playing it back in my head, that bird did sound like it was in a bit of distress.
I was just trying to work out what kind of bird it was because it sounded weird.
Birds making noises doesn't really... It's like white noise.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know...
I live in the country. There's heaps of birds.
Yeah, they just kind of make a sound. It
just could be a weird bird.
Yeah, that's it. It could have just been... Yeah. So I personally don't really care that the magpie got killed.
Yeah.
So fuckers are out with a vengeance at the moment.
Yeah. Well, you're in their space, mate.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood.
It's their world. You're just living in it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm at my barber's yesterday. My barber's the best. He's like just enough in to not be a prepper.
Yep.
So has all his own stocks and stocks of firewood and is learnt to hunt and all that shit just in case. But he's not crazy. It's perfect. It's the perfect balance of being interesting but not mental. I like it.
Yeah.
So he has chickens.
For now.
Yeah. Has chickens. Which I've seen out the back before. Yeah. But it's the barber studio things at his house. It's like a granny flat off to the side of the house. Obviously great day yesterday. Sun was out. Door was open. It's fucking rooster just walked. Rooster, bro.
Yeah, wow.
Massive rooster walks in. And he was just like, shit. And apparently he staunches him. So to get the broom and chase him out and shit. It was fucking awesome.
No way. Yeah, rooster staunches. What a fucking G.
Yeah.
Just doesn't give a fuck.
Thug, man.
Just doesn't give a fuck about size, body weight. It's fuck you, man. I'm having a crack.
I know you try and run this house, but it's mine. And my chickens. I see you taking them eggs. They're my chickens.
Yeah. That's insane.
It's unreal.
Aggressive little fuckers.
Yeah. It's so funny just to be at a barber and watch
a chicken walk in.
A rooster first, and then 2 chickens ran in.
Yeah.
It's what is happening? This is wild.
That couldn't be a more Gisborne barber than if I have ever heard of a Gisborne barber.
It's the fucking best. Yeah, I am 100% here for it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mate, Gisborne weather. I'm about it this week.
What, feels like 7 or?
It feels like 20, which feels like 30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you guys would just get the extremes, right? It wouldn't be... so if it's cold, it's cold.
It doesn't get hot.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nah.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Yeah.
You know in spring, it's hot, and then at nighttime, you're like, fuck, I need a jumper and pants. Gisborne's like that in summer.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I think it's just where it's situated with the mountain.
Yeah, it's
like a valley and shit.
Maybe the Macedon has its own ecosystem, and then it just
100%, man.
Kind of
you can just watch, even on the radar, the Gisborne app is I know we shit on weather people, and we're like, oh, imagine being so shit at your job, but it doesn't matter.
Getting wrong so many times and still rocking up for your job.
The Gisborne one is just I only ever look at feels like, never actual.
Yeah. Possible this, possible that. Yeah, just give all the options out.
Just go outside and have a look and guess.
Yeah, and in 10 minutes it could be cold.
Yeah.
Or hot or rainy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, we had a shitload of rain last night. Did you get any here?
Nah.
No.
Oh, did we? I don't know. I was asleep and hot.
Fuck. Moist last night. Very moist.
I'm not looking forward to the hotter.
Yeah.
Because the house gets hot upstairs.
Yeah.
Even if it's like if it's like 28, which isn't that hot, it's like the aircon's staying on all night.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be hot. And I'm going to pay $1,000 electricity bill over that quarter.
I'll take it.
It's the only time of the year.
I'll be $1,000 more productive for that quarter.
Yeah, it's the only time of the year. This is like the electricity bill comes in. We're both just like, you open it.
Yeah.
And then it's the only time we pay it straight away, though, so then we forget about it.
You don't have to think about
it. We'll just pay it and never think about it ever again. Fucking nuts.
I do that all the time. I never look at it.
Yeah, it's fair.
It just gets taken care of.
Yeah, well, I was going to say I don't. Yeah. I just open them and go, oh, it's a bit.
Fuck, turn all the lights off for like 2 days. Then
No, I didn't even do that. Look, my computer's on right now. Whatever. Making money.
Yeah, it's fine. It's mining Bitcoin.
Yeah. The only time I get like weird about is the water. I'm just like, we only have like 2 showers, 3 showers a day. I'm like, how the fuck can water cost this much?
Yeah.
But then it's like they sting you with all their infrastructure fees.
Yeah.
This park and that park. I'm like, I fucking didn't say that the park was there. Like I didn't want the park to be there when I bought this house.
Yeah.
So
I take my dog there.
Yeah.
But
No, I don't even take him there because he can't socialise.
Mav's the cafe dog now.
Yeah, he's the cafe dog as long as there's no other dogs in the premises.
Then it's fine.
Yeah, we were sitting there at the front and I was like, oh, this is pretty nice. This whole situation. And then this like little dog started walking down the street and then he just has this like distinct like body language.
Yeah.
And it's just like ears, neck, and chest. Yeah. And I was just like, we have to leave.
Time to go.
It's like we have 30 seconds until he starts making a scene.
Yeah.
And he's like doing the like walking on 2 legs and trying to like get at it and shit.
Fucking
it's not vicious. It's just like he's just like I just want to go to him.
And he's so big.
And it's he makes sounds because that's what shepherds do.
Yeah.
It's just it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it's been good. It's funny. I've been waking Steph up like every day this week, like earlier than when she gets up for work.
Yeah.
And she's on holidays.
Oh no.
Yeah.
To go for a walk?
Yeah, I'm just like, you want to come for a walk? It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think she'll keep it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, we get home before you're awake normally.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
You're not.
I only like this.
This is like a 1 week.
When I didn't have to work till 9 o'clock last night
And she's like, I can sleep in the day.
Yeah.
If I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. When I worked 12 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
And now I have to get up early and then do it again.
And I can't sleep
no from me.
at my office.
Yeah.
At the school.
Yeah.
I should know you're walking in, you're just like feet up, like
laters.
Fuck. Yeah. So good.
Do you ever sleep at work when you were PTing?
Did
you ever do it?
Nah, never.
I think I had a couple naps.
There was a couple of times like I was in the car park and I was like, fuck, I may as well sleep here. Like 9:30 finish.
I don't mean overnight.
Oh,
it's like a nap.
Sorry. Well, I thought there was a couple of times where I was like, it's 9:30, the gym is closed.
Yeah.
And then I'm
like,
there at 5:30. I've got to be there at 5:30. I'm like, I may as well just
go to sleep, shower
sleep here. Yeah, and shower in the gym. But I never did it. I didn't sleep at the gym though. But I'm like weird with sleeping. It has to be like
perfect,
quiet and fucking dark and cold and not too hot. And
I had a couple of naps. I think when I was at Windy Hill, I was napping quite a bit.
Yeah, I walked into the PT office and woke up a few trainers a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When clients got there.
Well, when they were sleeping on the beanbags.
Yeah.
And like I walked in to go to my locker or something. They're like, "Well, fuck," like, it's like fair. It's like soz, bro.
Soz. Yeah.
Got clients to train.
Yeah. 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 I did smash a pole for a 6 a.m. session one day.
Yeah.
Hurt my
I feel like those poles have taken a lot of victims. Yeah.
They hurt me.
Yeah. They're not pristinely painted green anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of black marks on those.
I don't make those mistakes. It makes me upset. Still fucking burns me.
Yeah. That'll get you. That's one of those ones you take to the grave, right? It's like, just let my guard down.
How did I just do that? It's so stupid.
Yeah.
In an empty car park, pretty much.
Yep.
How's your weekend? We haven't even spoken about
it. Weekend. It was so long ago. Another bodybuilding show. Yeah, so we had IFBB Nationals. Great show.
Yeah.
Great show. Yeah.
Bodybuilding. All the things.
Bodybuilding's back. Just quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good, man.
I've heard that the lineup was very impressive in
all
the
of them.
Classic and the Open.
All of them. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, so had Adrian compete again. So to do nationals, you got to do back to like a state show, or any Fed. You have to do a state show before you do a national show.
That's all though, right? You just have to show up.
You don't have to qualify.
Yeah.
Like people are of the assumption that you would have to place to go. It's not like that. It's just, to do the show where everyone competes for, like you don't just compete in nationals for the pro card, but you can get a pro card.
So is that just there then to make sure that the people that are good, that are really going for the pro card, also have to do the other meet?
Look, honestly, I would say that it's like we can get another day.
Yeah, but it's like everyone has to compete twice. For financial gain, obviously, but like from a fairness standpoint. You can't skip the meet and then just end up there and win.
I don't think so, but what it does do is gives people an opportunity to compete that may not pursue the sport seriously, and then there's not 1,000 competitors at the show.
Yeah.
Because if you only competed once, right, and let's say it's like, I'm going to compete for the first time, and then you go, there's only one show and you do the pro show, the Pro-Am, there's like, there could be 1,500 competitors.
Yeah.
And it's more. Like, each show, there's like 300-400.
Yeah.
So imagine doing that day, it would go for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's like the state shows are there obviously for that.
Yep.
And then, there's that, if you want to pursue it further, then you continue on. Or if you want to see improvements, you continue on, which I think is a great idea.
So I assume nationals wouldn't have like a novice category and shit. You just...
Yeah, it does. It's got a true... So it has like a true novice, which is like... Because once you compete novice at like a state show, technically you're not a novice anymore. But there's just like, I think they call it true novice, which is like, hey, we know you just competed for the first time. Like, you guys can all compete again together.
Yep.
Across, and then after that, you're considered... I can't even remember what it's called, intermediate or something. Yeah, every Fed has like a different name for it.
Yeah.
And Adrian competed again, classic physique. This was like the show to land the plane and like, fill up and fucking, bring our best kind of package and stuff. So the week leading in was really different to the week before. The week before, obviously, like kind of still in prep up until a couple of days out. It was tough to kind of fill him up, and the plan was kind of just to get to the state show, kind of compete, and then have a bit of a look at where we're at and what we need to do to get to the national stage. It was good. It was good. It was like a week of just pumping up carbs and just making
7 kilos, have you?
Yeah, about 6.5, 7 kilos. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Obviously, like, really, really peeled down and conditioned the week before, but it's just hard to fill someone up in the time frame that we had.
Yeah.
To put that weight back on. And then he had a photo shoot on the Tuesday too in between. So it was kind of all right. We just undulated the carbs a bit over the week. It was like 1,000 grams this day, 500 the next, 700, 1,000.
Yep.
Or something along those lines. So I think we worked out we had like 7,000 grams of carbs in a week.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's nuts. But the package came out really good. He was really happy. It was a 10-year kind of anniversary from competing like the first time. So it's always kind of cool to kind of go through it again and make sure that you're beating the package and setting yourself up for the future, which is what the theme was as well. So like, there's goals to pursue bodybuilding in the future.
Yeah.
And we've gone through this process and come out of it significantly different to that first time, which is cool. So the day was great. He had a good time. We got the photos. He got the stage time. Which is exactly what you want for everyone to have. When they compete.
Yep.
It was a good day. It was a really, really good day, and the show itself was good too. Like the IFBB put on a real tight ship, real tight. So you can't blink. Like you hit your pose and move on.
Yep.
And if you waste your time, like you're out. They'll just keep moving on. So,
yep.
But it just makes the show run on time as well. And the quality was so good. It's like being backstage, you're just like, fuck, man, you see some monsters. Like,
yeah.
So, it was good. Real good day. All the categories were great. All the divisions were competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is IFBB done. He's now into a recovery phase.
Yep.
A couple of photo shoots. And then, we'll like start planning the off season and stuff in a month or so. We'll like just go get the bloods done, recover, do that recovery block training wise, and just see where we're at. And then from there, it's like the best part of it is like not the best part, but improvement wise, it's just more mass like across the body.
Yeah.
So it's, we don't have like any glaring
No weaknesses.
kind of, you don't have anything that's like standard. It's like the structure's there for the classic physique.
Yeah.
It's just like, let's add another 10 kilos on that.
Yeah.
Or another, 10 to 15 kilos I think we've got. So that's the cool part is you can it's just more of kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sydney this weekend.
Yeah, so I'm going to Sydney tomorrow. So I'm flying up and back in a day, which hurts already. So we have New South Wales State Show for the NBA.
Yep.
And I have Jackson and Gemma competing, which is going to be fun because Reese is there with like a couple of his competitors too.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's mad. Yeah, that'll be fun to kind of be there and get amongst it. So yeah, I'm like fucking first flight out or second flight out in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I have last flight home. But I didn't realize the start is like 2 hours later of the whole day.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
might still be pushing it.
Yeah. Gemma was like, you can fly home. She's like, if you're gonna miss your flight, like you can just leave me. And I was like, if we need to be there at the end, I'm like, I'm fucking sleeping at the airport.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm staying for that shit.
Yeah. I'm sure one of the boys will give you a bed.
Jackson lives near the airport. He said I could just sleep on the couch. So
yeah.
I'm like, cool. It's just, it'd be nice to wake up in my own bed and shit. But like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. So that's gonna be super fun.
I did it once, I think, and I was like, I'm not doing this again because I missed my girls' deadlifts.
Like you'll just to stay.
Yeah. Figure it out.
Yeah. I'm the same. Like, if I miss it, I miss it.
Yeah.
So,
I was at the car hire return, watching the live stream, sending Jackson the attempts.
Yeah.
It's fucked. Yeah.
It's kind of cool story, I guess, at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like ran the logistics and like, the math, and I was like, it's like $40 difference for me to fly home to stay overnight.
Yeah.
I think I was only saving it if I stayed.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, if I can, waking up in my own bed's kind of
100%. Sleep in.
And then I'm just like, surely they're not gonna like. It'd have to finish at like 9:15 for me to miss my flight.
Yeah.
Surely not.
Hopefully
9:15. Well, no fucking bodybuilding show in the world has gone to that. I mean, not in the world, but yeah. So, but then I'm like,
I'll touch wood for you.
But then I'm like,
it's you.
Yeah. If it's gonna happen,
it's you. I get it.
This guy is gonna fucking cough it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but it's I'm super pumped. Packages are good too because you need to beat the package, right?
Yeah.
As the coach.
Yeah. Because that's the only job.
Your words, your method.
Yeah.
And when they do it, and you actually know they have.
Yeah.
That's all on you. So the pressure to beat the package, and then like I have the plan, and at the first show for all of them, I'm like, this isn't the final form. And I'm like, we'll be better.
Yeah.
But it's like, you got to make sure they're fucking better.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, that's on you.
Yeah.
And then it's like...
Yeah. I'm really excited to see Jackson.
Yeah, he looks fantastic, man.
Because he obviously was like, cover up, and then you put the progress samples up.
I just put the back one, and then I put it in black and white, so there's less detail. But
yeah.
It's good.
Very noticeably different.
Yeah. Last night's check-in photos after a bit of food.
Yeah.
I was like, we are on.
Yeah.
We are on. So
good.
Yeah. Jam looks great too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
she was just holding her, right? Like,
well, I had to peel, we had to improve the legs a little bit.
Yeah.
She got sick and then it was kind of hanging around.
Okay.
So it was tough to fucking
bury her.
push.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did. She was just like, let's just fucking do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, pushed her as hard as we could, and yeah, I can see the difference as well. And then we'll land today with the food and stuff. It's crazy, bro. Like, it gave like this peak for Gem because they were like, oh, she could be fuller. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going like max threshold for like overfeeding, glycogen compensation in like a short period of time. I have like 16 grams of carbs per kilo. It worked out to be like 800 grams, bro. She's 55 kilos.
Jesus. She get it all in?
Yeah, so like I said to her, I'm like, I'm kind of a bit worried about you eating all the food. She goes, don't worry, Jace, I got this. It was like a family bag of Red Frogs, half a litre of orange juice, 2 bananas, and then it was like... just like all the rice cakes, all the jam, a whole box of cereal.
Yep.
It was insane.
Fuck.
Yeah, I got to diet somewhere, but yeah, I was just like, I feel like this might be a bit much. She's like, nah, it's fine. And then, yeah, just didn't, she's like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm just eating red frogs while I'm messaging you.
That's the best. And didn't spill, obviously.
Oh, no. Well, we're not finished. So she's going to do 16 today.
We're not finished.
No, never. So 16 yesterday, and 10 grams a kilo today. So I've literally gone like upper limit. Because I was like, well, fuck it. Like, she's lean, and they said she needed to be full. So I'm like, cool, we'll just backload, and I know that, we'll just fill up, and then if she won't spill, she can't.
Yeah.
And then I'll get an idea of just like how she looks on the Saturday. So I did front load first show, back load this show, and then we've got nationals the weekend after. So I've got the best. I've got a feeling like I'll probably undulate her like the week in to nationals. Like we'll do a big feed like Tuesday. Yeah. Keep it tight like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think she's competing Saturday actually. Yeah. So maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'll pump some moderate day, and then fucking Friday just us. Hit it with the glucose bomb. Yeah, and then Jackson, I've done the same, but just slightly less. So yeah, highest day yesterday, and then high day today, just slightly less. Yep. So yeah, we should come in tomorrow morning looking pretty crispy.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. I got one of my girls to come and stand next to Gemma. Wants to compete next year, and I was like, I was very gentle with him. It's like, if you want to, Gemma's gonna be there. She's gonna be 2 weeks post. Yeah, I'll stand next to her and see where it's at. She's like, I'd love to. Yeah. I'm like, okay, you've got it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just need to see the conditioning. Yeah. Because you haven't seen the conditioning. Like the best version of you just think is not far. Yeah. Yeah. And then, which is a great place to start as well. Like dipping your toes in with like a fat loss phase, and trying to bring your best physique is great. Yeah. But there's just like levels. It's just like a different type of suffering that happens to get that lean. Like even so Jackson did a photo shoot the year before when I first started coaching him. I think it was like a whole year before, maybe 18 months. I can't remember. Yeah. And I remember when at the end of it, I was like, so you're 6 weeks out. And he was just like, really? And I was like, yeah, bro. And I said, and we need to, and we need to, and we need to. And he was like, okay. Yeah. And then come the time for prep, it was just,
knew I was coming.
Yeah, because you knew there was a mountain to climb. Yeah. Kind of like we spoke about last week, like with the fat loss. Like if you think it's going to be easy and it's not, then you've lost half the battle already. Agreed. Yeah. So if you just lay the expectations out, and that's what good coaching should be. Yeah. And that's why, in my humble opinion, you should have experienced what you're coaching other people to experience in some capacity, because you need to prepare them. Yeah. And if you haven't been there, how are you supposed to prepare the other person? Yeah. There's just things that 3 days out from a powerlifting meet that like I don't know. Yeah. Like, I put heavy shit on my back and fucking picked it up. Like, wow. Yeah. But there's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know you forgot your shoes at the gym. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just like all this stuff, like, waking up and thinking about, and I don't know. I just feel, there's just like, it's not to say you can't do it. Yeah. It's just like, there's probably like that person's just got they just got like a couple of tools in the bag, a little bit more value that you don't have, know. So you can still do the job. It's just those people are going to have a little bit
extra.
Yeah.
That's why a team helps.
With it,
for a coach that hasn't competed.
Absolutely. And then it's if you weren't in a position where you had a team of experienced people, that is where like you have to go down the route of consulting if you want to be the best. Yeah. Because I've seen some guys, like, even contest season's mad as well. Like, the more you get into it, because it's like the catch up of like all the coaches. Yeah. And you're like ships in the night during the year. Like, you're passing each other and just doing shit, Instagram, whatever. And then you get to kind of meet up. And it's like a lot of those ones that I talk to and collaborate with, like, they haven't actually competed. Yeah. But they've consulted with some of the best coaches in Australia or in the industry. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, you're filling the gaps that you don't have with someone else who has that experience.
With the knowledge,
Yeah. So I think that's the best way to kind of fill it, rather than just like learning the mechanics of things and like the coaching method and not getting the experience. Like, you can pay for that experience from someone else.
Yeah. I'm tempted to keep going with this cut though.
I'm going to keep going. I got like a music festival-y thing. Yeah. I'm not going to be like the shirts off dude, but it's like, we're coming in the summer, bro. Like, I just don't see the point in cutting it short, So I'm definitely pushing It's just like, a couple of dinners on the weekend.
Yeah.
Social stuff, Christmas parties, whatever. We got to organise our Christmas party, actually.
We do.
We got to think about what we're going to do this year.
Yeah. It's funny, I was just about
I'm down for fucking whatever, so...
Send it.
We didn't know, as in... I don't have the... Like last time you were about to have a kid. Now you have one.
Yeah.
So it was like, stay out till whatever.
Yeah. Do what needs to be done.
Yeah, this time it's like, got to maybe consider those things. So,
yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about it on Monday.
Yeah, it was also just the thought came to my mind. Like, it's almost time we need to do the Christmas episode for all the trainers. Might do that next week. How to
prepare themselves.
How to manage your books.
Yeah.
Start your catch-up sessions.
Like
start your online plans.
It's like the summer arc of your business.
Yeah, it's like Mariah Carey and Michael Bublé is starting to be defrosted, and the STC learn this is how you get paid over Christmas episodes. Just starting to warm up. It's starting to come.
The summer business arc.
So we had a really interesting question in Q&A yesterday that I think is maybe a first for us. And I hope that there's more people that are in this position that listen. Basically, a trainer was too busy. Wanted to get some time back. And was just like, help.
Yeah.
Very interesting chat.
So sorry, Ash, if you're watching.
Yeah.
I hope you like the gym bag review on Wednesday when it comes out. Because I did say it was Monday, and then I forgot it's different podcast.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So situation is completely booked out. Was booked out within 8 weeks, and it's just booked more. Back to back from 5 a.m. till 10 a.m. every day, working as late as 9, and wants to buy 2 mornings back.
Yeah.
So looking at 16 sessions to give up to do that. The price point's decent. Like as well, I know that that's probably well over $1,000.
Yeah. Already put a price up recently as well.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got to try and push as many as you can currently on your books online as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So you can free the time up and then maybe, kind of take some from those mornings and fill them up. But not everybody's going to, especially if you've just started, your business is, 6 months old maybe?
Yeah. And you haven't prefaced them with that.
Yeah, and then that wasn't the message at the start.
Yeah.
Which, it probably is an important pathway to lay out when you do consult with people if you do have an online service, like if any face-to-face coach.
Yeah. Yeah, you want them in that hybrid model, feels online.
Yeah, you want to show them the pathway, right? Yeah,
we're going to go over here.
Yeah, if you consult, like if I went back to the gym now, I would let them see the online option.
Yeah.
I would show them the online, like I would have a pathway.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, this is what
you can do 2 sessions a week for this time.
Yeah, this is what everybody does when they work with STC Fit, in a face-to-face setting, and it's like face-to-face package into online coaching.
Yeah,
and then he would just explain the benefits, and obviously like selling the flexibility and all of that after. Yeah, they have the knowledge. Yeah, like that would be the perfect pathway. And then communicating it in once you feel like they're ready. Like imagine like psychology of like the client. It's like once your coach says you're ready. Yeah, it's like fuck yeah. Yeah, it's like getting your pen license, Like,
not sure I ever got mine.
Well, you just forced it upon.
Probably didn't deserve it.
Just forced it upon you. Just one day, you just pulled the pen out. You're like,
my grade 3 teacher hated me, so then I just went to grade 4 and started using one.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird concept, though.
A pen license.
Well, yeah, it's like, what does it mean? Is it illegal if you?
Yeah, it is. You have to show competency.
It's like, are the
Fuck,
police...
pen license is harder than a driving license.
Is the police going to come and get me?
They might. You don't know.
It's like parking in a parents with prams car park.
Yeah,
that's your pen license.
Mm-hmm. What you gonna do?
Yeah, call the police.
There's no pram in here.
In my 2-door car.
So option 1, move them online.
Yes. Move the ones you can. Yeah.
2 is if you, and this is where we start to talk scalability, right? If you want to just keep it your own thing and do your stuff and keep total control and quality control, which I know for this coach was a very big focus.
Value.
Like that quality control is huge. Then that would be the way to go about it, and then just again probably put prices up again for new people coming in.
Yeah, that kind of maybe adopt some like kind of group or it's not group, semi-private. Maybe like two. You probably go 2-on-1 because if you value quality, you can and you still want to have a good price point. Like you could do 2 people in one session, no problems.
Yeah,
no problems at all.
Yeah.
So, but obviously, like there's just the friction with that. It's like, I've got to ask the people. They might say no, this, that, whatever. So
I wonder though if you're just like, I'm not working. You either train with this person or you leave. How many?
Yeah.
Leave.
Well, I would say not many because people don't want to have to make the decision.
Yeah.
They don't want to have to go through the process. Like how much friction is there when your barber just like all of a sudden just doesn't come to work and he doesn't work for the barbershop anymore? You're like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
So you'd rather just keep the same barber. So it's the same concept with your PT.
Yeah.
So
it's hilarious. You go to barber. I saw a new therapist this week. And I was just like, I wish I just had a slide deck. Just be like, here's my life. Read it. When you're done, let's deal with today's issues.
Yeah, haven't gotten there yet.
It's funny. All right, so we've got transition online, 2-on-1, I think, is a really good solution. Because they're already in the times. You just push them to those extra days. You get 2 days off.
And I don't feel like you get a drop in service to warrant like a reduction in the fee as well.
Yeah, maybe like 20%.
Yeah, look, I've seen people just not change the fee.
Yeah.
If the service is good, it's good, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's the detriment really? It's like they can still ask and they still get the time and they still get, so because then if you can get by doing it that way, it doesn't matter if someone's in the session or not. Like there's the two.
Yeah.
Like if the one, it's like, oh, well, this is the same.
True.
Where like if one person doesn't rock up and it's like getting paid 20% less, you're like, fuck. Like, what happens there? I mean, sure you got, and then even just like makeups and shit.
Catch-ups and that are awkward with that.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you do a catch-up for a 2-on-1?
Yeah, when the one person didn't come, it's like, yeah, anyway.
Too bad for you.
Well, basically,
I
feel like it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Lose a bit of that flexibility.
Yeah.
Then the other option is, and obviously this coach in particular seems to have an incredible skill set of acquiring clients.
Has to be great.
If you are incredible at that from a business-only lens, in terms of how do I make the most money, how do I get the most clients, you would be bringing on a coach.
Long term, absolutely.
And then you would be the person putting the clients on.
Yep.
So you'd be bringing them in, being like, I'm the guy, now you train with Jason. I'm the guy, but you train with Jason. And you then it's like, okay, Steve's here now. So you just fill in books for people.
Yeah.
And you can have the framework and like similar to us, like with the systems and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you can drive that and the split that you can do for that. And if you're a trainer on either end of the spectrum, if you're getting clients put in your lap, like don't expect to get paid a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're putting clients
even
in
if you're walking into sessions already.
Yeah.
So
if your
house has to win.
If you're putting them in the trainer's lap, then you should be getting very well remunerated for that. Because arguably, for most personal trainers, would say that's the hardest part.
Yep.
Training is easy.
Yeah.
It's putting them on is the challenging bit. So we've always had our mentorship people get their own clients, so they've got a favourable distribution because of that over us. Because they use our systems and education, but you still have to get the client.
Yeah. Agreed.
Anything else you'd do?
So was the idea...
Not because the week's limited, like the time.
Yeah. The idea was obviously sell them to another coach.
Yep.
It's like either an upfront, I'll give you 10 clients, but I want this amount for them. Or the proposal was like a retainer. Continue to do the billing, maybe even the programming and stuff.
Yeah.
And then take a cut.
Yeah.
I think long term, that's works for holidays.
Yeah, great.
But an ongoing agreement.
Yeah, exit strategy is, it's just, I feel like it's just going to happen where whoever's working with whoever's, like, they're going to just foster a relationship and then they're just going to be like, oh, well, why don't we just do this together? Yeah, I feel like you can just see that. You can just see it happen. It's happened in the past.
Yeah.
With a very similar situation to yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be, I think, if you were going to go down the route of giving them to somebody else, like an agreement that the first 4 weeks, or whatever, like a spotter's fee is probably the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
So you don't leave with nothing. But yeah, other than that, it's a tough situation.
I don't think you'd want to manage the client either.
No, I wouldn't. That's what we're trying to quality control is and something that you want to stand by and as a value of your business. Like even just like letting someone else who you trust but doesn't work for your business it's realistically their mindset and mentality towards that session could still be different.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, sure, you might show up and be as good as you are for your own clients, but then it's like, is that person going to take that same mentality to someone who's like they're only getting 70% of the cut? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You just got to play out those scenarios, and it's like, well, what's the benefit and the complications, and well, that's probably just not worth it long term.
Yeah, well, the experience I had was, so I got hired by someone to go to a client's house, and then I was paid 6% of the fee or whatever. But I got nothing. There was no, it wasn't like anything was done.
Yeah, you just got the agreement.
I still had to, it was just like, here's a client, and he will pay me and I'll pay you kind of situation.
Yeah, strange, you'd never take that now.
Nah. And it was probably the best contract I ever took.
Yeah.
In terms of relationship and all of that.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
But
now you'd just be like, no.
God,
why are you getting all that? You're doing nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's it. It's like, there's no programming, there's no support, it was just like, I had sent an invoice and got paid. That was it. So yeah, it was a couple of years, and I was like, look, the money's not
great.
What I'm missing out of if I was in the gym is this much, and what I'm getting paid is this much.
Yeah.
So something has to give. Yeah. The client was just like, oh, okay, I'll start paying you from next week. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Sorted. So you don't want to put yourself in that position. And I was loyal to do it for 2 years because I really liked the client.
Yeah.
So if you don't, it's like,
that's
pay me or I can put something in.
This is ruthless, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're looking at it going, well, I can get $100 an hour with that person, or I can get $70 an hour with you.
Yeah. And then, it's also like that exactly. And maybe they push them out of that time. They bring someone else in, then that person's not happy because they're not getting treated the same. Just all of those things have to be considered long term.
Yeah. Community events, all of that. Whose client are they?
Yeah.
Whose group chat are they in?
Who are they involved with? Yeah. Who are they involved with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do they go to when there's a problem? All that stuff.
Yeah. There will be some instances where you've just got to kind of take the hit for the future gain as well. We've kind of said, sometimes it's just like you've got these clients and you just can't service them for whatever reason. It's like getting the sleep back and the flexibility and the ability to work on your business and, launching other products and maybe services that, give you more scalability and flexibility with your lifestyle. Maybe it's like, sure, I'm losing 16 sessions, but long term, I'm putting myself in a position to not be 100% bound by time, trading time for money all the time. We have to do it. It's part of business sometimes. So you and we've done it. There were times where we were like, oh, I've got to take this day off now because I've got to work on the business. It's like, you're not getting paid for that day.
Correct.
And there were times when you couldn't push that day to other days of the week, so you had to take the income hit, but it's for the greater good.
We've taken income hits heaps.
Oh,
over the time. Yeah.
So many. Yeah. I can make more money now doing face-to-face coaching and online training. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's just not part of the long-term plan. It's not just about money,
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle as well. It's very, very different.
I had a chat with Tam about it last week, actually, just the upside of X project was a 50% income increase. Where can you go get a job that's a possibility?
Yeah.
So you could probably go get a job that's a little bit more money than you're making right now. But the potential upside is 3 to 4% a year.
Yeah.
In terms of pay rise.
Yeah, and it's waking up early every day, being in the fucking traffic.
Yeah.
Fucking all that shit too.
Yeah. So then it's I've got the security, maybe I've got a little bit more income now, but if I do the thing, I don't get anything. You just get good job, here's 3%.
Yeah.
Versus if I do the thing well
and it hits,
I make 100% more.
Agreed.
And there's nowhere else that's going to double your income based on performance. So that's the trade-off of being someone in business versus an employee.
Yeah.
Because you take the risk of the generally often lower rate for the work.
Yeah.
With the intent that eventually that work inverts to exponential income for the work.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes you just do have to.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take like not a couple of steps back. It's probably a bad way to describe it, but a side step to just allow yourself to, say like you stay on the same path. There's only X amount of I guess distance in front of you. Take a side step, and that now increases in terms of distance because you've got more scope.
Yeah.
So you've got to think about things that way.
Yeah.
But it's a good problem to have, and Ash put herself in a great position because she deserves it. Good coach, system orientated, had everything ready to go from day one. So
flew to Melbourne, did the STC standout PT intensive weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, 100%. We're taking this one.
100%. Yeah, she hadn't even started yet.
Yeah.
She came. Yeah,
and then what a better way to launch your
everyone
business.
was surprised she was sold out in 8 weeks.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, it's a great problem to have. And yeah, whatever option you take, like you'll be sweet.
Yeah, that's because of her mentality, not just because of the content.
Absolutely.
Yeah, person who's willing to do that early
has all of the traits.
Is gonna win.
Just needs the right. It's again,
you
were like the hard work. Does the hard work pay off? We talked about months ago.
Yeah,
it's like I think the hard work pays off when you give the person the right stuff.
The structure.
That is the perfect example of it.
Yeah,
give someone with those traits the right thing, they'll fucking kill it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I made a year's worth of content. I've written it.
Oh, you in videos?
Filming it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So, I've made 3 guides. Squat, bench, deadlift.
Mm-hmm.
That I had written for, like, OG STC mentorship. Used to do the face-to-face workshops.
Yeah, we still have the videos for those.
Yeah. So, yeah. Took that, obviously.
Can you make the videos better so that we can use them in our app as well?
It's all going in as a resource as well.
Thank
I was
you.
annoyed because I was like, 50 reels, sweet. And then I was like, fuck, I have to do them as YouTube tutorials so then I can go on the app as well.
Absolutely.
Because you can't post, even in the guide, I want to put the videos in the guide.
Yeah.
It's like I can't put reels in the guide. I have to have, that section has to be its own video and then I'll do reels as well. So that's fine.
Thank you.
So, fuck, my squat guide, 11 pages. My bench press guide, similar.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit shorter, and then the deadlift is kind of the same. With the intent that I made it, and this is, I think I've got lost in this lately, and we've talked about this a little bit. I made it for my clients.
Yep.
So I had a bunch of people go through, and like there's stuff that I'm not getting communicated the way that I used to be able to. Particularly when I was coaching face-to-face, things I used to go over with people and stuff that I can't now.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating. And what we have in the app in the moment isn't good enough.
Yes, not enough there.
So I'm like, okay, this is, if you want to compete, you watch this. You watch the bench press guide, you watch the deadlift guide, you watch the squat guide, you get really fucking good at them, and then we go compete. Kind of like when someone's like, oh, I want to compete in bodybuilding. It's like, cool, the photo shoot's this day.
Yeah.
Show me that you've got it.
Yep.
That kind of thing is like, this is a prerequisite for doing that because you need to be skilled at this thing. Yep. Which means like a 10-page guide for Instagram, is it optimal for opt-in and conversion and all that kind of stuff? Maybe not.
Yeah.
But it'll be very good, and the people that I want to attract care more about that than it being short.
Yeah, it's like the opt-ins that you do get, the quality of those will be exponentially better than like 100 people that opt in on a generic thing.
If you open it and watch 2 videos, you'll be like, fuck. Instead of like, open it, scroll it, oh, it's cool, and move on.
But you would also download a guide like that if you were interested in the pursuit that you're a specialist at.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is...
It's like strong, look good.
Yeah, you want more of those
Yeah.
than just like, macros, and it's like my mum downloads it.
Agreed. Yeah. And I think over the last 12 months at least,
Sorry, mum.
I've been like relevant on social media.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've posted anything. No, I wouldn't go as far as say nothing of value. It's still been really valuable, a lot of the education content. But it doesn't have a lot of passion behind it. It's been like, what does someone need to hear? I'll put it out. Whereas this is like, I love this shit.
So we get good.
If you do all this, it'll be fucking awesome and you'll be unreal. So it like means a whole lot more, which is fun.
Yeah, I like that.
So I took my old guide and then, bro, chat at the moment now is so good. So
Also agree.
given the behind the scenes. So I just asked, I did it for something the other day. I think it was a rehab protocol. So I was like, I had to get it to a client and I didn't have time to sit down and be like, oh, the link's over here. And just like referencing only allied health and strength coaches who work with powerlifters, blogs and textbooks, write me a rehab protocol for bicep tendonitis.
Yeah.
And it was fucking brilliant. I was like, that's what I would have written. Everything I would have had in it is there, and you've explained it how I would have, the rep ranges and everything how I would have. It's perfect. I'm just like, there you go.
Okay, so we're going to stop there for a moment. That's great because you know. So for those ones out there now who are like, oh,
I'll just do that.
I can fucking implement things that I don't understand. Do not do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
correct.
because I've even out of curiosity gone like even for the peak week and stuff. I'm like, I'll just see what it says. Bro, it's so fucking far away from like where you need to be. I was like, no, like that's wrong.
Yeah. So in that one, adding the allied health and strength coaches who work with powerlifters, I think that made the difference.
Yeah, I agree. Asking the right question is sweet, but you still can look at it and go,
I know it's good or not.
This is the chain of decisions I would make.
And then I gave it a 6-page guide.
Yeah.
And was like, I need it to cover everything this covers, plus anything else that you can think of.
Yeah.
Referencing this point. And I still had to go in and be like, no, we don't have to worry about fucking the knees not
driving over the toes
and
or
all
some
that
shit.
kind of shit. Like there's still stuff I had to
it's
change.
It's generic bullshit that, is from the internet.
Correct. Yeah. That just old stuff that hasn't evolved.
Did it have the word journey in it?
Didn't.
Oh, wow.
Didn't.
Yeah, it really loves that word.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I wasn't asking for marketing, so it wasn't journey. Fucking hell. It's textbook.
Fucking journey.
So yeah, even with the guide, I did have to go in and like most paragraphs got to change, and then I was like, "This is insufficient."
Yeah.
I think the first one I just got it to write it, and I was like, "Oh, this is not quite it." So when I gave it mine, I was like, "Make sure it covers all of this, and then make everything else you've done, similar."
Yeah. So that's refinement of the previous work you've done.
Exactly. It wasn't from scratch, and like you said, I'd written the guides. I just didn't need to write them again because I'd written them. It was just like, format this and deliver it better because I'm not good at essays. You are.
Yeah, and that's what I did that with the last lead magnet we have for Fit. Like I wrote the fat loss cheat sheet in an article.
Yeah.
And I still have the references and everything. I'm like, I need this into a very distinct guide with minimal information with the cheat sheet on the front. And it just went, here
bang,
you go.
done. Yeah.
This is it. But the same way I would word it, same everything. Didn't
Yeah.
add in anything else that I wouldn't say.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just trying to make sure that the younger coaches don't
Yeah.
piggyback on stuff that they don't understand.
Because you have to know.
You can fuck someone up, man. Like if you are
Especially
like write a rehab
protocols
book.
and shit.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Like I don't even know if like your standard coach should be doing that, to be honest.
Probably not.
Yeah, because we did the I can't remember what it was, but it was like that rehab fucking allied health
Cert
thing.
3 in allied assessment or something.
Yeah, or something like
assistant.
that. Yeah, it was something like that.
Allied
it's
health
like,
assistant.
Yeah, so it's like bridging the gap and understanding the language that like an allied health professional uses, so we can implement things in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never even thought about the scope where that kind of lies. Is it still considered like training? Like if you do a rehab program, like, and should we be writing that or should they be?
I think
writing
they
that?
write it and we can deliver it.
We implement it. Yeah, correct. So then what we did kind of bridges that gap where we can do it.
Don't know.
I think so. It's like we got like a full tertiary certificate kind of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, last thing you want is to ask your computer how to do something and then you don't understand it and then you fucking give it to someone who fucks them up.
Yeah,
that's fucking...
Yeah,
that's
I think
nightmare.
I've used it so much where I'm like, I want this. It's going to take me 2 hours to write it. It's going to take you 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Write it. I can fix it for 15 minutes and the total time is still 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Versus, I don't know how to do this. So I'm just going to ask ChatGPT.
Write me a shoulder non-hurt no more program.
Shoulder no hurt no more. So yeah, I made the 3 guides. Then I took those guides and was like, can you make me a hook for every point made in the guide? So then I've got
How are the hooks?
pretty good.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'll probably change.
Yeah, a little bit hit and miss on the hooks, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But-
just
but
the...
you can get your creative juices going after that to be like,
I think it's the dot point of the topic that'll be enough.
yeah, because you can create a hook from the topic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, if it's lame, it's
This
like
is why
your
you're small.
journey to a big back squat or whatever.
This is
I'm
why you're
like,
small.
Yeah.
This is why your squat sucks.
Yeah. If it comes out with a journey to a big squat, I'll be like, do you want to fucking squat heavy? Like, yeah. It'll just be what I'm talking about for the prompts, which would be cool. And I've got 3 clients, 2 of our coaches, 1 client, that I'm going to get to do a day each.
Yep.
And I'm going to release a reel a week on each one.
Cool.
50 recorded per lift. So that's a whole year of content.
A whole year of squat, bench, and deadlift.
Yeah. So if anyone...
You've got to really like your squat, bench, and deadlift.
If
to talk
anyone
about
wants
for a
to
year.
edit 150 reels for me,
Yeah.
let me know, because Jace won't do it. Because he's just done...
Fuck no.
He's just done...
What do I look like? Some like...
What'd you do, 16?
Oh,
You
yeah.
already hate me.
Yeah. There's no fucking chance. Surely my skills are better suited elsewhere in our business. I would like to think so.
I agree. I was going to say you can do it instead of your computer games, but you don't do that anymore.
Nah. I started playing again the other day, but it's just not, I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah. Gone off it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, it's not like it's not a sport anymore.
Yeah, okay.
It's just a
Feels
couple
fun.
hours skill.
Yeah. So how I plan to structure the reels?
Yeah.
It's just like me talking while the person does the thing. Because they're the ones I stop and watch.
Right.
So when it's like summer, I was just going to do it myself. And I was like, most of my clients are women. So me is not going to, you don't get that correlation.
Yeah.
But also the ones I watch, like Seb's putting out some really good ones at the moment.
He's fallen out of my
Yeah, he's nailing
universe,
it.
eh?
It's
I
really
probably
good.
should get him back in because he makes good content.
Just the way he delivers content is really good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it stopped
No idea
me
why
a few
they just
times.
fall out. Maybe you just
You don't
don't like
interact.
shit enough, and
Yeah.
if you just flick straight away.
Yeah, so I'll speak to camera, and then I'm just going to do zoom and zoom out. No B-roll. Because that was the other thing. If I was like, if I just film it all myself, I can do B-roll. I'm like, it's
Fuck
going to
the
take
B-roll,
so
man.
much time.
Over B-roll.
Because then I have to find one of my clients
You
doing
only
a
do the
high bar squat.
B-roll. You only have B-roll if like if you're doing the talk thing and then you're talking about the thing and you have the thing.
Yeah.
You know-
Yeah.
you know
Well,
what
that's what I mean. It was like, cool. So we're going to talk about the benefits of a high bar. I then have to go find my client, a client
or
in a
yourself
high bar,
5 years ago.
show it. It's just like, fuck this, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just going to blow out the time too much.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll just fill the rest of the content with like body composition, nutrition, and then just like life stuff. Moody shit that I like to talk about.
Yeah.
So it's still got some personality.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Cool.
So there we go. Said on the podcast now, if it only lasts 3 weeks, you all know.
Yeah. Shot. Call him out, guys.
Yeah, come get me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited
I
about
like
it.
Hey, a plan's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, and I think most people look at it and go, fuck, it's so much work. It's like, if you care about the guide, it's
Yeah.
not hard to write it.
You're coming at it from a different angle, though.
Go.
Because, like,
Say
it's
more words.
my clients. I
Yeah.
made this for my clients.
Yeah.
So there's just more value and passion and fulfillment and stuff
Yeah.
coming out of it. So then it's like, well, we're a business and we want more of those people as well. So
Yeah.
not only are we servicing the people we have to make their experience even better in their results, but we're also going to talk about stuff that other people are going to want to know and have and get value from. And they're probably going to want to, at
Yeah.
some point get a coach that's like you or a coach that our brand represents. I think you're going about it that way rather than like, I have to make this. I have to make something to give people. I
Yeah.
have to make
Yeah.
content. I have to make a
Another
lead
fucking
magnet.
booty workout.
Yeah, it's like if you go about it that way, then yeah, it's gonna fucking suck, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like pulling teeth.
And I feel like everyone that became anything talked about one thing monotonously for a really long time.
They talked about the thing they were the best at and the most passionate at.
Yeah.
And they did that monotonously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I'm trying to create too much. I've gotten to the point where it's like I have to be too creative
Yeah.
because I'm trying to create something that I think the audience will want.
Yeah.
Rather than this is what my clients need to know, and they have needed to know since 2016 when I started doing it. Like,
yeah, this is what they need to know, and this is how I do it. I think that's that's my idea of like social media for me now, and this is what I've done. So these are the results. So you got like, this is what all my clients need to know, and how you apply it is that this is how I do it.
Yeah.
And then you can go, well, the results are here, bro. So if you don't like what I said, I've got proof that it works type deal.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good place to come from.
Yeah.
Because it positions you as that's the best
expert,
way to,
right? That's a goal.
Yeah, that's the best way to position yourself in an industry where there's a lot of ways to do things and there's a lot of noise. Because you look at the best people, they just tell you about their method.
Yeah.
You know, it's like their camp. So they, you know, this is how I train, and this is how we diet, and this is how we.
Yeah.
So if you want to build a tribe of people that, you know, want to train low volume, be strong, work close to failure, and not do bogus bullshit diets, and, you know, get the best return on their effort. What do they need to know in order to follow that system?
Yeah.
So they need to understand, you know, this, and this. And for you, it's like, this is how you know, squat, bench, deadlift. This is also how you manage your programming.
Yeah.
So then these people go, oh, okay, but what about this? Or this is bullshit, he doesn't know. And then you go to the page and it's like, this is all the results I've gotten. And you're like, oh, hang on a minute. There's fucking merit to this now because it actually yields results.
Yeah.
And that's all of a sudden, like, out of those 5 people that look at it, maybe 2 or 3 are like, yeah, I like the way he does this.
Yeah.
Because you can even tell, like, I can tell on my Instagram page the people that are in my camp, just with my thoughts and feelings and philosophies on, like, training and bodybuilding and everything, because they just smash the like button on everything that I say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. So you take that idea and you're like, well, that's how I get more followers. That's how I get more prospects. That's how I get more clients. And you get to talk about the shit that you're passionate about.
Yeah. And the app becomes even more valuable.
Absolutely.
The powerlifting team gets a better service, hopefully better outcomes.
Yeah.
So like that wins on the backside of it as well, which is why we did it in the first place. Like, we made it for our coaches because we needed them to be as good at us as us coaching people to take them to our lift-offs and stuff. Like,
yeah. And then you just never go down that route of just being a fucking sellout with, like, mixed messaging.
Yeah.
You know, you see those people, like, 1 month it's like, you know, this is the flavor and we're all talking about this, and then next month they, like, do another mentorship and it's like challenging that, so then they moved on. It's like, you get to live and die by the sword that you want to stick between, you know, on that hill.
Your
it's
method,
like,
your own one.
This is what I've, you know, accumulated over all of this period of time of consulting with all these people, learning all this stuff and getting results of people. And this is my way of doing things.
Yeah.
I think people like that, and I think that's the best way to differentiate yourself in this, you know, space now where you pick up a microphone, you can either echo what someone's told you, or you can go,
this is what I do.
This is my way.
Yeah. What do you think you do if you're in your first year?
Focus on getting really fucking good and just showing people.
Yeah. So you're showing what you are doing?
I think you document yourself and document what you're doing with your clients.
Yep.
Yeah. And then again, like, just go with what do my clients need to know. And those clients, when in your first year, need to know different shit to...
Yeah.
And then that just evolves over time.
Yeah.
But I think documenting what you do is the best thing to do at the start. Because you don't have anything else. So you may as well document your own experience. So at least people can see you doing the thing.
Yeah.
Because like, what do you have to build authority at the start? It's like what you've done personally, what you've done with other people, and then what you tell other people to do, like the education part. So you can still do all of those things in your first year, but it's just to a different demographic, I guess, or a different group.
Yeah, yeah. Because I guess, like, looking at, like, that example, it's like we can go out and say we do it this way. But if there's a coach that doesn't know what
that way is,
their way is,
it's just, this is what I'm doing at the moment.
It has to be just what I'm doing.
Yeah, and that's it. You haven't had enough time formulating how you do it.
Yeah.
But you can still show more of this, like, what I'm doing.
And I think, that's something I know at least I did. I think you did as well. I was really open with, like, non-committal language. I'm trying this right now.
Oh, yeah.
Even sitting here now, it's like this. I'm going to try this guide thing.
Yeah.
If I go make all the 150 reels and in 3 months there's no traction, Like, I'll stop doing it. Whatever. Like, I'll try and change how I edit them and all that. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not getting traction. It's not getting traction.
Yeah.
Not sitting here being like, this is how you should go do everything. Because I don't have the perfect method for organic content that drives leads every single day.
Yeah, I still do that even now with the clients and stuff. I'm like, we're going to try this.
Yeah.
Like even I've got some different protocols happening, like post-comp recovery stuff, and I'm like, hey, I've been reading about this. Like, it makes a lot of sense. Let's try it.
Yeah.
And then that person's like, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But you're being open about it, and then also they like the fact that you're continuously trying.
Yeah.
They don't like, not that it's like you need to kind of try and reinvent the wheel to keep people exciting, to keep it exciting. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
But they still want to, if you have the ability to change some things up and like maybe update things and try a different method, they want to know you're thinking about them. They want to know you're doing the work outside of the gym.
Yeah.
It makes them feel special. It makes them feel personalized. Everything that leads to a great service, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's just how you deliver it.
And then that's it. If you don't have your method yet, and say you are piggybacking on someone else, and you're like, fuck, Ben's going to drop these guys, and I'm just going to use them for all my clients. Like, good on you.
Have at it.
Yeah. But then you'll do it and be like, I remember coming back from a cert that won't be named, course, and being like, I just did this course. How would you feel about doing this? And they're like, yeah, it sounds sick. Let's do it. Because you're excited about it. You're fired up. You're like, I think we can do this, this, and this. And they're like, yeah, fuck, I'd love to be a part of that. So if you are new, you might not be able to write the complete squat guide yet as your method of how, because I've pulled from Seb, Jordan, Will, fucking infinite other coaches and
Roderick,
10 years of experience,
Yeah.
having 12 years of experience, people with a barbell in the back. If you don't have that, then you're just saying like, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening when I do it.
Yeah,
Until you've done it enough. Because I can say, if you pretend to do a box jump, that's probably your squat stance. Because I've done that 100 times. And 98 of them, it was their squat stance.
Yeah.
Like, versus what I've been trying with my clients is this. Give it a go, see if it works for you. Like, that's the only gap.
Yeah.
And people won't be like, oh, you're not authoritative with.
Yeah, they're going to give it a crack and go, oh, fuck.
Yeah. They'll go, oh, I've never thought of that.
Yeah, this guy's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just different ways of sending the message out.
Yeah. And I think that's my goal with the content, which is going to be really hard for me, is that it's that. It's just like, struggling with your squat stance, try this, let me know how you go. Done.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because I want people to just be like, it's like, oh, does your shoulders hurt when you low bar? Try dropping your thumb and your pinky off. Let me know how you go. And that's it. And you're just like, oh, fuck, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Rather than like,
I think
now due to external rotation, like,
yeah, I think
it's my Jordan Peterson voice.
It's pretty good to sit on the to play devil's advocate. There is, I still believe, because we've both done it, to understand and to be able to do that.
Yeah,
there's still that overcomplicate. Yeah, you still have to go through that period, because we've done videos where we're like, oh, the shoulder extension is at this many degrees, and then this works this lat, and then the fibers line up to here. So this is where we're kind of all the focus is going. Like, if you don't go through those periods, you can't sit there and be like, this isn't a good place to train your lats. This is a better place to train your lats. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Just find what works for you and train hard.
Simplicity comes from knowing complexity first.
Yeah.
And I think that's the goal, right? It's like, if you watch the grip video, you're like, oh, that's cool. Now go watch the guide.
Yeah.
Where the grip video is 3 minutes.
Yeah. It's like,
that's the goal, right?
Give them instant value, something they can,
because Instagram's fast.
Yeah.
And then it's like, if you download the thing, YouTube's not fast anymore.
No.
So
you're filtering the good ones to YouTube because they're going to watch and learn and get the most value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or coaching, and then
that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, it makes sense. So
yeah.
I don't have an Instagram strategy at the moment just because I've got so many results pumping out. So I'm just like,
those.
I'm just riding the wave.
My strategy is have, what do you got? 8 competitors.
Yeah, and I've got like fucking 5 or 6, 7, even I got 1 million people cutting for photo shoots and everything at the moment. So I'm just like, my strategy is showing I'm good at my job.
Yeah. Which, like when I said before, like my content's just been relevancy, it's that because my stories have
Yeah, when I can sit down and have a weekend free, I will put together another strategy. Until then, I'm just putting out lots of physique shots of myself. And
Everyone
others.
looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which still works too. So if you don't have, like, if you're good at your job and you're doing the thing, like, don't have the pressure on yourself to, like, put so much effort into all of this work. I still think once people land on your page, if there's a little bit of value, but also a lot of proof, that can be enough at the same time.
So the next note I had, do you think you need a lead magnet? A lead magnet is usually something that's downloadable, whether it's a guide, a program, a value piece that's cheap or free, that allows you to get contact details to then upsell them into a product.
I don't think I think it's such a easy, low friction thing to put together that I just don't see the reason to not have it. It's like, do you need to slam 30 to 50 grams of protein post-workout? Probably don't. Could you do it though? Absolutely. Is it going to give you some benefit? Maybe. But, is it going to detriment you? No way.
Yeah.
I think that similar concept is the same with the lead magnet.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't hurt your business at all to give something away of value for free. And I think the more you get into business, the more shit you have to give away for free. And because your product is so good and your service just gets exponentially better over time, it's really easy to give away those nuggets that you would, quote unquote, like gatekeep when you're younger. Yeah. Like when you're, kind of less
established.
Less established, yeah. Because we even see it now. Like people, the newer ones that come into stand out and like the newer to the industry, and newer to stand out overall, they're the ones that ask the questions about like, oh, should I give this away for too much? Like, oh, for free, is it? Should I put a paywall around this and stuff? Where the ones that are a little more experienced and have been in stand out a little longer, like they're just happy to give away. Yeah. They know what the returns can be. The most value-based content that other people would probably put a paywall behind, just for free, because they're just like, well, my coaching's great and my price point matches it when you go into coaching, so I don't care if someone has that for free, because when you get coaching, you get that as part of it.
Correct.
So
and the value of my coaching isn't that.
Yeah, and the value of me is not a guide. Like, I'm not gatekeeping a program. It's like you're hiring my skill and my coaching ability to manage you and help and support you. Yeah. You're not hiring me for a secret program I have. I'll give you whatever fucking program you want.
Here's just a little insight to my brain.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think you should have one at some point. Yeah. Because you need to have something to give people. It's like that like whole like concept of like the gift of reciprocity, right? Yeah. So people do it in a face-to-face setting with their business. It's like, hey, you sign up, you get this. You get a little goodie bag and a pack and stuff. End of the year, it's Christmas time, you give something. They're like, oh fuck, that's really cool. Like, I'm either likely to stay or I'm likely to sign up or something like that. Yeah. That kind of happens when you land on a page and you get something. For free. Yeah. It's like, as long as you don't hound the fuck out of them, give them the guide. Like we put the guide out for the fat loss cheat sheet, and I'm pretty sure our call to action's like, come listen to the podcast. Yeah. Like, yeah, please. Yeah. So that's like, the most easiest way to get somebody in, and then just like, they go and spend more time with us. Yeah. So I think, it's absolutely valuable to have something like that.
Yeah. So I think, yes, and the secondary benefits of having a core element to your content are actually more valuable than the marketing gurus will tell you that the lead magnet is.
Or keep going.
More words.
Yeah, I'm not following.
Say more things.
I'm also getting hungry. So.
Yeah. Chris says that on Modern Wisdom all the time. I love it. He's like, say more words.
Yeah.
So the marketers will say you need to give a cheap low entry offer to get the details to then be able to contact them. And this is how you set up a ascending exposure to then close them in. Blah, 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 blah. Sweet. Cool. There's not a lot of PTs that I know that have made that work so well that it's seamless that they just have all the business they need.
Yeah.
They put out a guide. They get 20 people register. They reach out to 10 respond, 5 book a call, and they get 2 clients.
Yeah.
That's not a predictable metric from what I've seen for personal trainers. It'd be nice if it was, because then it'd be like calls, right? You just like percentages. I know, put this out, I'll get 2 clients. Put this out, I'll get 2 clients. Put this out, I'll get 2 clients. What the most predictable metric is how many communications you have with your audience. So what having a lead magnet does, a program, a guide, a fucking whatever, gives you something to propose you're the expert at. So I'm going to come out and say I'm an expert at the barbell, and coincide with people looking good. So if you come to my page, that's what you're going to see. People in shape that are good at the barbell. Then I'm going to talk about that for an extended period of time. So we do obviously campaigns. Usually it's like anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. Yeah. I think 8 organic is good.
Yeah, agree.
And you're like, cool, well, I'm really good at fat loss for fucking mums returning to the gym after 5 months. So you're going to do a return to the gym postpartum checklist. Bang, 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 bang. But then you're going to talk about that for 8 weeks in your content. In your stories, in your posts, everywhere.
Yeah.
And then everyone that interacts with that, I'm going to speak to them.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have the guide and you just spoke about the thing, I don't think the outcomes would be markedly different. All it does is gives a little bit more authority. We talked about it heaps, just like when we were doing articles and stuff. People are like, oh, you seem really smart. It's like, I know you didn't fucking read them.
Yeah. Just saw that they were
existed.
There. Yeah.
You write words on the internet, you must be smart.
Absolutely.
So it gives you a little bit of extra authority to go into the conversation with. But most of the sales I make, even when a guide is out, when I go look, they haven't got it. Which is weird. So we'll have people say they've heard us talk about the value compass.
Yeah.
Or talk about this specific thing that I'm like, oh, that's in the value compass. Like, if you go do that. And then I have a look and they've either downloaded it and didn't do it or have never downloaded it.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you know what? I just need you to do it because I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah. Whatever you spoke about at the time was enough for me to take the action to actually get it, but it wasn't enough to pursue it. And then I'm overwhelmed and I need your help.
And you're going to actually just solve this problem for me. So just do it.
Yeah. Because you made the value compass. So I know you can help me with my problems.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how all of this stuff should work.
I think that happens more often than someone downloads something for free and is like, rah, take my money. So I think you need to play both sides. Because you still want to set it up that you want that to happen. It still needs to have a CTA and it still needs to do all that shit. Like mine will be 2 weeks free coaching. It still has to be there.
Yeah.
But you just got to remember it's...
The doing of the thing is still... It's not just the thing, it's the doing of it that is going to make people act.
Because I think that's where people get disheartened, right? It's like they make the guide, they put it out.
Yeah.
No one downloads it the first week. Yeah. They post about it and that's it. It's like, okay, if you structure all of your content around it, start trying to have as many conversations as you can around it. Push it. That's when people will be like, fuck, Jace is really good at getting people shredded for summer. I'm going to message him because I want to get shredded for summer.
Yeah, yeah. People don't, like coaches and trainers don't think about the position that those things puts them in just from the outside.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what you're talking about. You're talking about, like, what do you want other people when they look into your business, like what position do you want them to see you in? So if you have something to give them, if you're always talking about a topic, if you're always showing people what you do, if you're always sending a message, if you got the emails and the this and the website and all that stuff, like that's showing you're legit and you're good at your job and you're active in doing stuff. Where if you just go on like, oh, I did this thing and I got like 3 likes or downloads or whatever, I'm just not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
You're now showing them nothing.
Yeah, what are you going to do instead?
Yeah, well, you're showing them, it just looks like a dormant page.
Come train legs with me again for the 5th
Yeah, it's time. You go on the Instagram and it's just a personal documentary of what's going on. It's like, are you an athlete or are you a personal trainer?
Yeah.
So you want to, show you kind of do stuff, but for yourself, obviously set an example, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's all of this this work that gets done that you show other people that they now know, oh, this is a legitimate business. You contribute to the community by writing blogs. You give out value-based content for free. You show other, like, you're good at your job by the results that you get. Like, position is so important in a market.
Yeah.
So don't look at it just as like, if I do this, like I should get a direct outcome from it. It's like all of this stuff, like that's what you want, but you also need to know that you're working on your position in the I guess like niche or industry or market that you're working in, and those people see you.
Yeah.
Because I think you'll be more likely to continue on with that. Because we talk about like, sometimes like, oh, what happened? Why are we getting all of this this influx in whatever? And I know coaches have done it before. It's like, oh, I've signed on 5 clients. What did you do? And like, I don't know. And it's like, well, you fucking positioned yourself enough,
over an extended period of time to
enough
be the guy.
for people to go,
or girl,
this is it.
Yeah.
It was just another email. They downloaded the guy, they saw the podcast, they watched the reel. It was just another thing.
Yeah.
If you don't do the other thing, it's like the meme of like digging for gold and then they give up, and it's so fucking close. It's like, if you just keep going, all it takes is just one more thing. You're just one video, one post, one email, one message away.
The fucking sun comes out once.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I don't know about Platinum, Body Blitz this week, wild.
Yeah. Oh, the daylight's just wild, yeah.
Monday to Tuesday, pumped. By Thursday, it dwindled a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, sun came out, T-shirts went on, everyone's pale and got that winter weight. It's like, fuck, I'm going back to the gym.
Yeah, and if
you've been doing it for 3 months,
correct, you were just getting in the eyeball in front of everyone else over that period of time.
Yeah,
you're likely to be first of the line for them to choose.
Yeah, we've got one of our products has got more leads in the last 10 days than it has in the last 15 weeks.
There you go,
with almost nothing different.
Yeah,
but just consistency. That's it. Yep. Timing hits, bang, go.
Yeah, you don't just pull it down for a week.
Correct. Yeah.
You just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That means I have enough content for next week. Perfect.
Coffee kicked in. I started
Fired him up.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. So, yeah, if you do want to check out those guides, they'll be on the website, most likely, on Fit.
stcfit.com.
Yeah. They'll also be on my Instagram if you want to link in bio. This comes out Monday. No pressure. So they may or may not be finished by then. Because I've got to make them pretty and I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm learning to be better at that.
That's
better
right.
Language.
That's right.
Good. Improving.
Means I don't have to do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't make you do this.
Yeah. Either that or I'll just scroll through the Canva one day and I'm like, this looks shit.
This is fix it.
It's been a couple of times I've done that already and just told nobody.
So yeah, go check those out. So Standout PT enrollments are open. Yep. Lots of people coming through there at the moment, which is cool. So just head to the website for that as well. Check out Standout PT. You can book a free Explorer call with me. No pressure. What's your business? What's going on? How can I help? And then we'll see if Standout is the right fit to move you forwards. Always like, subscribe, share, do all the stuff. Hopefully this at least got you a little bit G'd up to make one piece of content.
Yeah.
Fuck, if it's one, we'll be happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in return, all we ask is, just to share. Give us a tag. We want to fill our stories with all the people who listen. Because there's like 1,012 of you.
Yeah.
And you don't share it on Instagram.
Insane.
Fuck.
But thank you for listening.
Yeah, but we do appreciate it. Don't unsubscribe.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you later.